Hey guys, it's Josh here with Buckeye Bowhunter, and today I got the #1 tip I want to give you guys for the month of September before deer season starts, at least in Ohio. I know it started in other states, but in Ohio we still got a couple weeks left. If you guys haven't done this yet, you need to get out and do it. The reason I'm whispering is because I am in tight to a big bedding area right now. I'm doing some scouting this evening. I got out of work a little early. It's getting kind of late now. I found a lot of good sign back in here. This is a property I've hunted for a couple years now. Kind of switching up how I'm looking at this property this year. You know, you get stuck in ruts and you end up doing the same thing over and over again. At least I tend to sometimes, even though I try not to. And you know, the deer learn from that. You don't learn from that if you keep doing the same thing over and over. So I'm gonna try and just switch my whole mentality for this property specifically, and come at it from, you know, different angles and different thought process, I guess. And tonight is one of those first steps. I've just been doing a bunch of scouting. I've found some really good scrapes, some old rubs, a lot of, like, you know, small destination food sources, crab apples, jewelweed, some apple trees right here behind me actually. And the one thing that I want to do before I get out of here is one of my favorite things to do, and that's make a mock scrape. And mock scrapes are absolutely fantastic. Obviously, it's better to make them earlier in the summer so that these deer get habituated to using that specific scrape over time. We still got 2 or 3 weeks until the season even opens. Deer are just now starting to lose their velvet. It's, you know, still right in that wheelhouse, still a good time to put up a mock scrape. It's not going to hurt anything. Now, with that said, my absolute favorite way to make a mock scrape is with, you guessed it, a grapevine. Now, grapevines are, I think, probably, especially, you know, in areas where grapevines are natural, they're everywhere. In my opinion, they're far superior than a rope or any of those type of, you know, scrapes that, you know, man-made scrapes that people make, mock scrapes. The only thing that's just as good, I think, are, you know, good old-fashioned oak branches and stuff like that. But I've had such good luck with these grapevines in the past. Deer just hit them immediately as soon as you hang them up. You know, tear up the ground around them maybe a little bit. Deer just are hitting them that night. So, and once you get one deer to hit it, it just over and over again, those deer will just start hitting them. So I'm gonna hang this scrape right here. This is kind of a cool spot. I got a, this is super thick bedding area. It's almost like a select cut here behind me, and just thick stuff back behind the camera here, and drops down into a big swamp. And then right here and here is a mowed path that kind of cuts through this stuff. And I can see 1, 2, 3, 4 apple trees loaded with apples in here. 5, 6, whole bunch of apple trees. So what I'm gonna do, because there's not a lot of scraping opportunities along this path, believe it or not, there's not a lot of overhanging branches, I'm gonna set up a mock scrape right here at this corner that I can hit from one of these trees up in here. So what I usually do is I'll just cut, you know, pretty long piece of grapevine. This is about 6.5 foot long right now. I'll probably end up cutting it. And then what I usually have is just regular old wire. I'm not sure what gauge it is, but it's just really easy to, you know, bend and tie. You can just pretty much bend it enough, it'll break right in your hand. You don't even need, like, clippers or anything. But what I'll do is I'll just pick a branch here, probably this one right here, as long as it's not too dead. Pull it down, wire this grapevine to the branch, and then what I'll end up doing is just cutting it right about belly button height, and that'll be your mock scrape. All right, so just like that, got a good old-fashioned mock scrape all built. And that's a good looking one too, so I can see these deer using that a lot. If you learned anything from this video, please hit the like button. And as always, really appreciate you guys. Really appreciate all the subscribers, everybody watching. Excuse the mosquitoes again. Please, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I appreciate it. You guys don't understand how much that helps me and how much I appreciate it.